Hi, I'm Ben.
And I'm John.
And together we're OCB.
Metal Around the World.
And today we are leaving Argentina and going halfway across the world to the country of Armenia.
Yeah, that's a long trip.
Yep. I mean, I don't know a lot about Armenia, so if you're an Armenian and watching this, it's like, so forgive me if I messed something up.
Drop a comment about it. I
Yeah.
mean, tell us a little bit about Armenia.
It's like we're not typical Americans. We don't enjoy our ignorance.
Yeah.
I mean, I've looked up a little bit about your country, but mostly I wasn't looking for your metal, because that's our job here, is to find your metal. And you have a burgeoning scene, but it all seems to focus around black metal, which I found kind of odd. But then I found out that you're predominantly a Christian nation, so I guess this could be like a rebellion against like a state religion or something. But
Right.
although I found, and I went through every single band and on the list we had from Encyclopedia Metallum, and these were the two that stood out the most to me and to John.
Yeah.
I liked one called Ghoul Chapel a lot, but John's like, meh. You didn't hate them, but you're like, meh.
Yeah, I didn't hate them. I mean, it's not like I disliked them. I could get into their sound. It's just, to me, their sound was just kind of...
You've heard it before.
Yeah.
It wasn't any breaking new ground. Where the other band, we thought, like, one, you used Lovecraft.
Yes.
So
that right there wins me over instantly.
same here. Yeah, it's like I'm all about the Cthulhu. I'm all about the Shub-Niggurath. I mean, that's just, I love Lovecraft.
Yes.
At least the mythos.
Yeah.
But this, I'm not going to go too much about it. I don't know too much about the band other than her name, and I like this song in particular. But this is Temple of Demigod, the Ominous King, which that's a very Lovecraftian title for the song.
Yes.
It's very cyclopean. It's one foray into inventing a word. It's like, but anyway, I guess just do your thing. And
please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. Get the word out about the show and the bands that we're featuring on here.
And this is Temple of Demigod, the Ominous King. Eventually.
This intro gives it a very Lovecraftian feel.
Yes. I was, the whole time I'm thinking, it's like, you know, if you decide that you don't want to go with the band route, look into writing scores, because I can't imagine a horror movie that wouldn't appreciate having this as part of their score.
Yeah.
This is a wonderfully put together piece. Just from the beginning, and I wanted to stop before the kick in too.
Yeah.
But that is like, basically, if you're out there listening and you're thinking about making a horror movie, I would contact these guys to score it.
Definitely.
And if you think, oh, that's no good, then don't make a horror movie because you suck. I don't want to watch your stupid horror movie if you don't think this fits.
Exactly.
But I do want to say for this kick in, I love the fact that they went with a natural progression like, as a build instead of like your typical black metal. Let's destroy everything that every melody we built.
Yeah. It built off of the whole intro, and once again, now they've kicked into metal, but it still has that horror movie, sound that underlying with it.
Yeah. Now, basically, the chase is on, or it's See, and now that they.
I'm loving this.
Same.
I mean, I of course I listened to it before, but I'm kind of sinking a little bit deeper into it this time, and I actually had kind of a humorous image hit me in the head that I saw Dagon and Cthulhu and Nyarlathotep moshing.
That would be the end of the world.
yes, it would be, but it would be entertaining.
Yes, for the 3 seconds we've been alive to see it.
Yeah, but no. I still love how it's got that horror movie dark feel, even with the metal kicking in. They did an excellent job keeping that
tone. Yeah. My only, if I'm going to have a single complaint about that, is I wish, because I missed it the first time I listened, I caught it this time. The keys, which are instrumental in propelling the melody and stuff. I kind of wish they'd have pulled them back a tiny bit and pulled the guitars up a little bit more, because the guitars are not doing the same thing as the keys.
Right.
Okay, you've made this really weird, kind of creepy harmony, which I'm picking up because I'm really paying attention, but your passive listener is going to miss it, and they're really missing something, because you guys did a great job composing this.
Yes.
And you want people to appreciate the talent it took to actually compose this piece of music.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to it. I'm counting that as a Actually, kind of wish that would have gone longer.
Yeah. That this particular song called for that.
They could have gone. Like, I mean, the whole town is thinking of 1,000 goats dancing to Shib Niggurath. Does that get sick off?
No, it should.
Shib Niggurath would go with 1,000 young,
Yeah.
I mean, I could see this make Nodens pee his pants. You know, it's like, yes, we're doing H.P. Lovecraft name dropping, but Randolph Carter approves.
I even like, they even brought in a little bit of that, the music of Eric Zahn with the violins playing, No, I love this piece. They knew exactly how long to bring out certain parts.
Yeah.
You even called it. Yeah, I was watching you.
Yeah, you're like, it needs to go. And there it was, like,
yep.
Yeah.
Because once again, with something like this, if you take it too long, it's going to get boring and they're going to lose you. Yeah. They got it just to that point where you're getting ready to go. And then they changed it and it's like, perfect.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's a perfect composition, both for feel, the length of time for each riff. Every piece movement.
Yes.
Had time to breathe, had time to develop, and was time to just had its own lifespan. And when it was gone, that lifespan was over. You moved to the next.
And it's something else great about this is one of those that if you were to just get rid of the vocals and sit back, close your eyes, you can see a story developing from it.
Yeah, and it's although I know a lot of people, if you're not into death metal, you really have a hard time discerning, like, this is a good death metal vocalist, this is a crappy one, this is a middle of the road. This is a good one.
Yes, definitely.
He is a good vocalist for what he's doing. I don't know if he's a good singer or not, but he's a good vocalist.
Yeah. Now, I also loved, and I've said this before, the use of both the Cookie Monster guttural, and then the demonic screeching. I mean,
the only band I would really compare them to, like the first one that popped in my mind, was a death metal band named called Crematory. And I was thinking, like, this is kind of like, what if Crematory wasn't always at a family member's funeral? It's like, it's not sad, it's kind of scary. What if, like, they came back as ghosts and were tormenting their family members? Like, this is creepy, Crematory. It's like,
I see where you're coming from.
It's like, I mean, I like Crematory, but I love Temple of Demigod. I mean, although I'm going to assume that Temple of Demigod is not Temple of the Demigod. It's just like a translation thing.
Right.
But I don't care. I'll remember TOD.
Yeah.
I'm going to go listen to Todd. Who's Todd? No, what is Todd?
Oh, yeah. No complaints other than, well, like you said, it would have been nice if they would have, in the mix, pulled the keys back slightly more and pushed the guitar forward a little more.
And it might have been just a case of, like, highs versus lows.
Yeah.
Like, it might be perfect mix. It's just like, oh, my ears are picking up the highs more than the lows, and
Well, heck, it could be the sound system too.
yeah,
Which that's one thing we're trying to fix with with our GoFundMe. So
So the next band that we did is because like I said, they were almost all death metal, or not death, but black metal. And you had one band I actually really liked, which I know part of it's in Cyrillic language. Is that the Russian Cyrillic?
I think so. I'm really not that familiar with the region.
No, I mean, I know you're actually in Asia. You're an Asian nation that broke off from the Soviet Union during the collapse, and you became quite the democratic, high up there with human rights and everything. You beat Russia for that, which I don't know how hard that is. I don't. I mean, it's I'm not dogging on Russia or there, but I will say if you're not a black metal band and you are playing in Armenia, please stay there. So it's because one of the bands that I really liked and really wanted to highlight at least, they moved to Russia.
Yeah,
There's 3 of the bands, but
which now when we get to the R's, do we want to include that? Or
no, because there's or
are they just an import?
Well, I mean, it's if they stand out enough, compared to all the Russian bands,
right?
And I can understand, taking your band to where it would get more exposure, more fans, and bigger scene. But anyway, before I ramble on too much more, which I like to do, the next band they're not really black metal. They're more of they describe themselves as melodic doom death, which a lot of times I find just boring.
Yeah, it can be.
These guys I didn't find boring. I thought they were really good.
Yes.
This is Eternally Scarred, Antithesis. Oh no, yeah, from the album of Wisdom. So we'll go ahead and get that started. I hope there's no ads, because I don't think there is ads.
It doesn't look like there is.
No, not with... I'm sure it won't stay there, but this makes that beginning makes me think of a Clint Eastwood Western.
Yeah, that is one thing, is very moody.
Yeah. It's okay to plod when you have a melody like that.
Yes.
But I will skip ahead a little bit.
This is one of those, and we've kind of discussed this, how different people use music differently.
Yeah.
Okay, this right here is the kind of thing that if I've been in a situation for the day where I've something has really raised my adrenaline. You know, it could be anything from a car accident to a fight, any number of things. Anything that's raised my adrenaline. This would be what I would go home to listen to kind of bring myself down from that.
I mean, I think it's interesting. It's like, because maybe some people just won't catch all the little things they're adding as it goes along. And it keeps it from getting boring.
Yes.
Even though it is just, it seems on the surface it's monotone and just repeating itself. No, it's not. There's little nuances to this.
Oh, yeah.
And
which I'm not saying that it is monotonous and boring. What I'm saying is the mood it sets. It would help to settle me.
No, I get that completely. It's a go forward again, but. So that was Eternally Scarred, Antithesis. And I want to say it's like it seems like they built the whole song around that beginning melody.
Yes.
And it was just natural progression of that. And each part of it was musical storytelling.
Yes.
I mean, the vocals were kind of like, they're there. I mean, they're fine for what they're trying to do, but it's like they're more there to add to the overall ambiance of the song rather than like tell. Or maybe it's like, I'm going to tell a story vocally for the dumb people who can't get, that we told you the story with the music itself.
Yeah. No, I loved it. Loved the sound. Only complaint, and this is one of these, is me nitpicking. It was a little bit on the production side. The drums could have been EQ'd a little bit different, I think. And that snare needed a little more snap to it. It was too deep of a snare.
Okay. Yeah, there wasn't much punch to it.
But I mean, it's not that I disliked it. It's just I would have preferred maybe a
sharper, yeah.
A smaller snare with a little bit more of a sharper tone to it, and maybe a slightly different EQing to the drums. Other than that, to me, this is once again another one of those perfect compositions that just...
Yeah, I mean, we got two today. We got two. But, well, of course, that's why I went through all the bands. We looked for the things that we thought were the best of the best from, and we really enjoyed both bands. We're really grateful that you're out there. We're probably going to really get into following you now.
Yes.
Which is like part of the reason we're doing this, to share what we found
Yep.
with everybody else.
Yeah, the reality is, okay, yeah, we're doing this for you, but we're doing it for us too.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun for me to do. Well, outside, like when I got to go through like thousands of bands, and most of them are not good. But like it was a joy to go through. I mean, I didn't find any band in Armenia that I thought was bad. It was just like, this is nothing new. Where we found these two, it's like these are special.
Yeah.
So kudos to you, Demigod, and which I can't, Todd. Yeah.
Todd.
And
Temple of Demigod.
Temple of Demigod and Eternally Scarred. I mean, you stand out.
Yes.
And I think you just stand out anywhere. Not just because you have a small scene. You just stood out in places with a big scene, I think. You're actually really well put together songwriters and musicians. So, yeah, kudos to you. Yep. And I guess that's all I really got to say about this. It's like it's been a nice stop in Armenia.
Yes. And but before we close out our show, once again, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. Get the word out about Temple of Demigod and Eternally Scarred, and about our show. Besides that, I don't have much else.
Yep, so fare thee well and rock on.
Thank you.